manage to get in to see Jesus? Did you get to bring him any food and drink?
Yes, but it wasn't easy. You see, they moved him from the temple to the governor's headquarters.
They took him to Pontius Pilate? Oh my, that is very bad news. They must be seeking the death penalty. That's the only reason they would take him to the Romans.
You're right. You're right, I'm afraid. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, how were you able to get in to see him then? There must have been lots of guards.
I told them I was delivering supplies for Pilate. I went into the great hall and put the food on their table. Then Pilate came in with some guards, and Jesus was with them.
Did you hide?
I thought about it. Then I decided to pretend I belonged there. I searched Pilate. Then I asked if I should serve Jesus too.
That was so dangerous. Pilate might have thought that you were helping a prisoner.
I know, but I had to do what I had to do.
Well, what happened next?
Pilate dismissed the guards. He allowed me to give some food and drink too. Then he asked Jesus, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus said, do you ask this on your own, or did the others tell you about me? Pilate avoided the question and asked what Jesus had done to get himself in trouble with the Roman governor. Then Jesus said the strangest thing, something about his kingdom being from somewhere else, someplace not in this world. So then Pilate said, "So you are a king?" Again, Jesus said something strange and about coming into the world to testify truth. Then he looked right at me and said, "Everyone who listens to my voice will follow me." It gave me the shivers, but I knew in that moment, without a doubt, that Jesus is the Messiah, the Son of God, the one we should follow. Oh. And then Pilate asked him, Pilate asked him, "What is truth?" And then he left back and went back outside. And I quickly gave Jesus some more food and drink. Then the guards came and to get Jesus. And then I went back outside. A huge crowd had formed and calling about crucifixion, and a guy named Barabbas come out.
Really? They were trying to release Barabbas? Well, I'm glad you made it back here safely. If I'd known it was going to be so dangerous, I never would have let you go.
I think following Jesus is dangerous. I think we've known that all along. But I know that it is what we have to do. But there is one thing I don't quite understand. Pilate asked Jesus, "What is truth?" What do you think that means?
Well, I suppose that's the question we've been asking all along, isn't it? Is Jesus truly the Messiah? Is he truly the Son of God? And I guess it depends on what you mean by truth. We might judge truth differently than the Romans, or even the chief priests. We might not understand God's truth at all. Whatever the truth is about Jesus, I'm pretty sure none of us understand it fully quite yet.
Maybe you're right. I have a feeling that even though it might seem like Jesus' fate is sealed, he is not quite finished.
At this time, you're invited to come around the tables and begin your work on your cross and the way you see the cross at this moment.
what was the crime of which Jesus was accused? Think about that for a moment and then write down your response. Let's look at the next question. So Pilate asked Jesus, what is truth? Why does Pilate ask this question? And how would you answer the question? So think about that and write an answer down on the paper in front of you. Okay, let's look at the last question. Pilate finds no case against Jesus, but Jesus is crucified anyway. So why? You would think about that for a moment, write that down on your paper.